Hello, my name is Ariana and this is my Rails project. Final project for Rails is called Time Tracker App. It's just kind of the front page. You got the option here to sign up or log in. So I'll show you what those forms look like. First of all, you can sign up with Facebook. I just used Omniauth, and all the sign up and logins that I used were I guess manual. I didn't use Devise. I've also got some validations on the user model that pop up here. For example, wrong format for email, for example. So I could type in email.com. It's still going to give me an error here. Okay. I already have quite a few users seated up. So, and actually here I'll show you. Again, this will just give you an error if you put in the wrong password or don't have any information in there at all. Okay. So when we log in, it's just going to go straight to the dashboard, which is basically the user show page. And down here it's going to show you who you're logged in as. The dashboard is supposed to kind of show some stats, recent activity or projects. Ideally, I'd also have, maybe the total hours that you've worked this week, or total hours per project. I've just kind of kept it basic for now. So as you can see, there's some other users. You can see Kitty worked on this project for 2 hours. Stella McCartney worked on Space Fashion Show for 1 hour. So these are the projects that you have created, and these are recent time entries. You can add a time entry from here and also create a project from here. I'll just go, so up top, your time entries, this shows all the time entries that you have created. And then basically, entries are my join table, and I had a lot of issues figuring this out. It kind of really brought me back a lot in terms of getting this done. I got lots of help, but people have different ideas about kind of what seems to work best, and what ended up really saving me was actually getting rid of a clients model. So right now I just have entries, I have users, and I have projects. I'd like to add in a client model eventually as well, but I just removed it just to make things easier and get things working. So like I said, a user can have many projects through their time entries, and then a project will have many users through time entries as well. You can also filter by project. So if we want to look at all the entries that Carl inputted for this specific project, we can filter it like that. And this is also my main active record scope method to search for the entries by the project ID. So if we add and I'll just show you how to add an entry through here. I've got a couple nested roots. This is just an example of one of them. So yeah, we can choose couture fashion show. Let's say we worked on this today. I would like to fix some of these kind of date and time options, but I haven't looked in how to kind of make them the most user-friendly. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. Again, I do have a validation on this guy as well. So if you don't add any notes, it's required. So what should we say about hipster fashion show? Worked really hard today. I'll create the entry. And right now it's going straight to the product name. So this, and you can see the entry right here. I wanted to just show you real quick to view all the projects. yeah, also ideally I would maybe have this split up to show, the projects that you own and then other projects and then projects you're collaborating on. Right now I just have a list of all the projects that exist along with the project owner. So if we go back to this Couture fashion show, which is owned by, oh no, sorry, wrong one. What did I just add to? Yes, Hipster. It's owned by Stella McCartney. And as you can see, actually, so if you're not the owner, you can't edit or delete this project. Whereas here, because this is mine, I can delete it or edit it. And actually, if you do delete it, it will just remind you that, hey, all the entries associated with it will be deleted as well. I'll just go back here. Oopsies. Let's go back to the Hipster one. I don't know why I have fashion theme going on here, but it was just kind of fun to play around with. So this is the project activity again for this specific project. Right now, yeah, you can only delete your entries as well. So as you can see, I worked really hard today. It's going to calculate total hours. I can add an entry from here as well, which I think is nice. This one's already the top one, so I'll go to a different project and just show you if I'm on here on Space Fashion Show and I add an entry, it'll bring this up here, so that's nice. So let's make a test one. This is test entry. And then we can just delete it. Ugh, I got the time wrong. Okay, so we can just delete it and there you go. Great. What else? Yeah, again, we can edit a project because this one's mine. Let's see. Let's see, it's almost finished. Coming up on the deadline. Great, I can update it. It shows us that we have successfully updated. That's pretty much kind of most of the basic kind of functionality that I have going on. Like I said, I'd like to add some more, some fancier things, and maybe add in a client model as well that I think would be really helpful. Ideally also as well, so you can click on the names because everyone has a profile. Right now it's just static, it's generic. That's also something I'd like to work on as well. I had trouble with like uploading an image for yourself, and then I wanted to kind of add some extra information like a bio, maybe your current location. So that would be something I'd like to do in the future as well. Great. Create a project. I'll just show you what that looks like as well, which you can do from the dashboard and then also from here. So you can choose the owner. It's just a practice project. I'm seeing now maybe it would make more sense to have this set only to you. But yeah, I don't see why you couldn't create a project for someone else as well. But yeah, let's say it's due on Christmas. When is Christmas? Due on Christmas. It's just started. And there you go. You can add an entry, and you'll see that it's now one of these new current projects. Okay, great. I think that's all I'd like to show you. Thank you for watching.